I let my intuition speak. Get misguided, but I always end up where I'm supposed to be. Put my faith and trust in God and do my part, so we gon' see. In a broken heart, they never give me pain. My nigga caught me by surprise. I can see you hate me through your eyes. I already know the truth about this shit, so tell me lies. Try to do the damn impossible, don't know.
It says, do you think everybody should go through a whole phase in their life? This is what comes to me. Right. I'm going to say, yeah. Honestly, when you're younger, I feel like that's your chance of where you get to experience, so you don't know what it is.
Gonna tell me lies, tell me lies. Go ahead, gonna tell me lies. I'm surprised. Go ahead, gonna tell me lies, tell me lies. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Let's Be Honest. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for today's episode, so let's get into today's quote. Before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. Charles F. Glassman. So today's episode is all about dating. I know I've already touched on this topic before, but for some strange reason, it always gets overshadowed by sex. But like I said before, this is actually one of my favorite topics to talk about, and because I am here for all the love, I want to make sure that this conversation gets the attention that it deserves. So, in order for me to give you a little bit of history on my dating life, I'm going to give you the story of my first date ever. First of all, I was 19 years old. I feel the need to mention that because I feel like some people assume that I have this plethora of men waiting at my feet, but that really is not the case. I met my first date through social media. My close friend actually used to talk to his best friend, and they followed each other. One day she was randomly showing me his picture, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's cute. Immediately after me saying that, she asked me, oh, you want to talk to him? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we followed each other from the DM. We exchanged numbers, and we were probably talking on the phone and texting for about a week or so before we made plans to go to the movies. A little side note, I actually do not like the movies like that. I feel like it is not even a good date. First date, I should say. You really don't get to talk to somebody, and it is overpriced. I digress. The day of, he asked me to pick him up. Now, I know that the red flag has already rose for some of y'all, but at this time, it really wasn't that big of a deal. I was under the impression that we both were 19. That's another story. And I am well aware that at 19, not everybody is fortunate enough to have their own car. And I am not one to judge anybody's situation. I got my own stones, and mind your manners. So the day is here, and I go to pick him up. At this time, he stayed in Irvington. That's maybe about 30 minutes away from me. And I am waiting outside for 15, 20 minutes. Now that was red flag number one. Y'all might have heard, y'all might know personally, I have no patience. I will leave your ass. Respect my time. Finally, he comes out, and y'all, he gets in the car, and he does not smell good. Red flag number. I am very driven by smells, so I don't do funky, and I actually don't even like when people don't smell like anything. No perfume, no cologne, oils, nothing. That's too natural for me. I don't like it. And he really had the nerve to follow up to tell me I smelled beautiful. It's the audacity for me. Fast forward, we are finally at the movies. It is nighttime, so once we are at the register, I finally can see him in the light, and I'm scanning his outfit, and something about this outfit feels real familiar to me. And I realized it was familiar because I had seen it before. The night before, he had posted at a telly with his friends with the same outfit on. At this point, I am out of flags. Finally, we get in the movie to watch it, and he picked some movie I had never heard about, but like I said, I wasn't into it like that anyway. And 45 minutes in, his phone rings. The first time he didn't answer. Phone rings again, and he answers. It's a man's voice. I'm like, okay, whatever. It was his brother. I'm guessing his brother had asked him, like, where you at? And he had responded, I'm out. So I'm guessing his brother had asked him again, where are you at? And his second response is, I am out with my girl. In that moment, I could have died. Y'all really, really should have seen my face and my reaction to the point where he had to ask, like, oh, well, I can't say that. And I respectfully declined. Fast forward again, and finally the movie is over. He had asked me to take him to Wendy's. Forgive me, Lord, for I knew not better. So I took him to Wendy's. He did offer me something, but at this point I was over it and I just wanted to go home. I dropped him off at his brother's house, and please note that is not where I picked him up from. I was not expecting a fairy tale as much as I would want one, but I am realistic to know that that is not life. But what that date definitely did show me was to buckle up. It is a lot of frogs out here. I would love to say that it's this generation, but I know a lot of older single people who are going through it as well. It's different type of bullshit, but bullshit nonetheless. So I know that I pray for a good man, so I can't turn around and not believe that there is one out there for me. So I feel like I am keeping hope alive. For those of you who are single and do not want to be and you're watching this right now, I urge you to do the same. In fact, I really, really do want to help you. I am currently in the process of trying to plan a speed dating event. Please be patient with me, y'all. I will have an interest list out very, very soon. But like I said, please bear with me because I have never done anything like this before. So I really want to make sure it's done right. And on top of that, I want to make sure that people's safety is really, really my top priority in it all. So like I said, be on the lookout for any interest lists, any updates or anything like that. If you have any expertise in this area, please feel free to help. But please don't leave me yet. I have invited some singles to give their experience and their struggles with dating to the Truth Bowl. So hang tight. I will be right back.
I try, you could keep the fake apologies and love, this is goodbye. You so typical, why you gotta make this shit so difficult? Try to give you space, but even I can't get me closer. Yo, I'll never be the same, I'm unpredictable, I know it's true. Praying every day, but I've been fighting just to get me through. Niggas let it hate, I know my vibe can be replaced. It's a lot that's on my plate, I wanted this, I can't complain. And I try to put my all in every day, but now I'm straight. And these people wanna steal my energy, I can't create. And it's toxic, every motherfucker preaching nonsense. Not the right
Well, welcome guys to the dating episode. So since we already went over this, I'm going to introduce you. So we have KK here, we have Jazz, Brittany, and Kari. These are my daters for the week. So just to clear the air right now, everybody's single. Correct? Alright, so we all in this dating pool together. So we're going to tackle this topic in the Truth Bowl. So the rules of the game is we are going to take turns answering questions. If you, for some reason, do not want to answer the question, then somebody in the group can save you, but you can't ask them and they can't ask you. And new rule is if you are the person who has to be saved, then you will have to take a drink. Okay? So we're going to start.
New year, new rules.
Yes. So we're going to start the timer for 15 minutes. Let me start this off.
Because it's okay.
What's your definition of dating?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay. That's a good one.
That is, what is your definition? Because there's talking.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. What's the difference between talking and dating to different people?
Right.
Wait,
to know you.
Wait. Hey, come on, KK. You ready?
I'm trying to think and say this.
Okay.
I'm trying to think and say.
I feel like it can be two things.
I feel like talking to me is me kind of vetting you. I'm just trying to get to know you. We're not really nothing. We just having certain conversations. No, I think dating.
I have a question.
I think dating is
like,
me.
In the talking phase, do you sleep with someone?
No.
You should. I think so.
You should. I don't think you should be.
I think so. Only because if.
See, then
that's
how I feel
because if you see potential in that person, I feel like you want to at least establish a sexual relationship before you go deep in.
But it's potential enough to go off of.
I just feel like timing is everything.
Because you can see it, but do they see it in themselves?
Right.
I think after you meet somebody,
so is that enough?
I feel like either parties know
like
within the first couple minutes if you're going to sleep with that person or not.
I don't think it's
That's how I feel.
mandatory. Neither do I.
It don't have to be
necessary.
where you thinking about it, but
You do know.
if you approaching somebody and you trying to, I'm about to talk to you like, hey, what's up, car? In my back of my mind, I already know like, I'm about to bag that. You know.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
So what do you mean is dating?
You don't think that should be?
To me, I feel like dating to me is when dating is where we both committed. It's nobody else.
I agree.
We getting together. We sleeping at each other's houses.
like a courting. That's
Right.
what they would call
Yes.
courting.
Right, there's
Courting.
nobody else.
I
It's
think
it's
that's
just
dating.
understand. It's just us. Like that's dating. It's the, whatever intentions, whatever rules we put to this relationship. That's a part of what's dating. To
I
me.
agree, but some people see it as like getting to know different people in different
At the same
situations.
time.
Dating, yeah.
So it's kind of like how you think about
So
it.
I think KK,
I
we just took
completely
your whole
agree.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, KK.
Like,
KK, go ahead, 'cause then we'll come back to ours. Go on, KK.
like then you gotta like be all in, and whatever come with that person, you gotta accept it.
Right.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, I got,
Simply said.
you think everything is just simple?
Not everything, but like they personality changes.
Okay.
Everybody have mood swings.
Yeah.
I get
Because
you.
feelings get involved.
Yeah.
All right. It says, does zodiac signs play a part in your decision to date someone?
No,
I said no.
that's social media, man.
Yeah, people exaggerate it.
I'm be 100% honest. Sometimes I forget about the zodiac signs, and then after the fact, I be like, "Oh, you are."
Yeah, me too.
I am into
Oh,
the
I
stars.
understand.
I
I
pay
understand.
attention. Every person's not gonna have every sign, of course, or every trait of it. But there are some things you could pick up on, like,
Yeah.
okay, there you go.
Right.
That the signs reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it wouldn't be a determining factor, though.
No,
I feel like
but
in the
I'm definitely
moment you don't
looking.
think about it, but like
Yeah.
you said afterwards, you'd be like,
You'd be like, "Oh, you are." Now I understand.
I got it.
It makes sense.
It says, "What's your love language?"
Yeah, I like that.
My love language is definitely quality time. I feel like that's most important to me.
Okay. I know mine is words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
I need you to speak life because I'm going to speak life.
Right.
I need that. This one got a lot on here. What's one thing you'll do differently in your next relationship? Ooh.
that's a good question.
That is.
Communicate and make sure I do not lessen myself at all. Be heard. Like, you have to voice your opinion because before you know it, you'll stop caring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to go there. So that's one thing. No, we got to talk about it.
Communication.
We have
Definitely.
to communicate. It's nothing without. If you just talk about something, you can get so much more clarity of it, or even have time to process. But when you don't talk to your partner, you take their choices away.
Right.
That's
To
what I
react
said.
any
Weekly
kind of way.
communications.
You're
Right.
making assumptions in your head.
So that's
I want
Yeah,
somebody though that
weekly.
communicates better than me.
That's good.
Because I'm not really I'm more of an action person rather than a communicator. So a lot of times when I get too upset, I'll just shut down and that's it.
Yeah.
We done.
And you don't want that, because
Right.
then it's for so long. It's just an automatic.
That's
And
it.
they don't get anything out of you.
Right.
And when you have so much to give, you don't want to feel like you're not being you.
Right.
So don't silence yourself for nobody, especially not in a relationship.
Mine says, "What toxic trait do you carry?"
Glad I ain't that.
Can't let my secrets be revealed. It's like, nah.
And, I don't even. I think I overreact sometimes.
Okay.
A little bit. Like sometimes I guess the way I can describe how I'm feeling as opposed to how I overreact. Like, and instead of just coming at you, I could just be like, "Yo, like, what you did, I don't really."
Like, kind of
instead
hurt my
just-
feelings, yeah.
Right, instead of just being like, "Man, fuck you. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to cuss on here? I'm sorry."
No, you good.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, where you at? Like, no, yeah. Just the way I kind of overreact.
Reacts to
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, reacting on people's
Anger.
shit, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
No, that's good. At least you recognize it.
Or,
Right.
you know what?
Good.
Are you a person who likes being single?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I mean, I don't really mind it. I just stay my quality time myself.
But
Don't gotta split it up.
Focus.
you're young, so that's now. But in like 30 years,
30 years if you
That's gonna be 50.
right? So you still gonna still be.
I'll probably change my mind over time, but right now, I'm
You
really
cool
just
with it.
focused
Right.
on myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right, especially if you got things to do.
What is your ideal happy ending? What do you mean by that?
Like-
your ideal happy ending
To
What-
a date?
Yeah, to dating.
to dating?
Yep.
I guess getting married.
Yes.
I would say date. A date. He said like yes
me,
though.
I don't wanna get married so soon. Like I wanna like just keep making memories, kind of like do a bunch of stuff, travel, like just a bunch of stuff. Honestly,
With different
money
people or the
together.
same person?
No, the same person. Like go with them.
But how
Cause you know
do-
some people be wanting to get married like a year or two after.
Yeah.
the date.
how
No,
long
I
do you,
understand that.
if there is a time frame, how long do you think is too long to be dating somebody?
I think like
That's a good question.
3 to 5 years maybe.
See, I'm not gonna put no expectations on it because I feel like if you and that person like, what anybody can be going through different things, whether it's financial, something personal that you're going through. So if you and that person have a commitment and y'all together and it's like 3 or 4, you could say in your mind, okay, in 4 years I'm gonna see myself married. Financially, you not might be set up for that.
But there's is a justice of
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
But,
but
I
if,
feel like it,
Or
it
even
at least
getting
needs to be
engaged. Let me know
Or
you're
something.
dating.
To me, I
Yeah.
feel like if we just dating, okay, where are we going with this?
No, that's why I
No,
feel like
yeah,
it should be
yeah.
discussed.
it should be discussed, yeah.
It's not
But
on time
yeah, I'm not
frame,
saying
but
it's
it
not
should
gonna
be
be discussed, but I'm just saying like every situation changes, life
Yeah.
changes,
Very
the
true,
world
yeah.
is changing. So you might say, oh, in 2 years I want to see myself being married, but that might not work out that way.
That's why
That's true.
personally, like, I don't really put plans. I feel like if it feels right, then that's
Be
Be
time
natural about it.
Like I'm spiritually with it, kind of.
But I think you will have to be aligned with your partner with that as
Right.
well.
Yeah, that's very true. Y'all have to
Because
be
you could
understanding.
say, "Oh, I'm not putting no time on it," but if I'm the person who am, that really doesn't work. I got. Let's see. What's your biggest fear in dating? I think what everybody's fear is who wants to be hurt. That's like
But in what way? Elaborate.
I feel like
In many ways.
I feel like because I'm a very emotional person, the worst thing you could do is hurt my feelings. Just because I take that hard. So for me, I don't want to get my feelings hurt for nothing, just for you to go on with your
Yeah.
life, and I'm at the crib heartbroken. That's
Nah, I heard you.
like yeah.
But it's just different ways. People cheat. You know, they can manipulate your feelings.
Do you believe in the right person, wrong time?
Yes.
I believe in
Yes,
that.
I do.
I'm 50-50.
Okay. Okay. I do. Because I feel like if you have put yourself in a situation where you're choosing commitment
Mhm.
and you do run across somebody that you do feel, it's a, do I give up on what I've been building over here? Because this could be something and blossom into
Right.
something, or maybe it has already. And I do feel like we could have had something, but this just,
This wasn't the right time.
yeah, this ain't it because I've already made the commitment, to be with somebody
Yeah.
else.
But I feel like it's 50-50 because I feel like people do what they want to do. You'll make a way to do what you absolutely want to do. So if something about me I feel like if I am the person for you, you would do what you have to do to be with me. Which is why I don't believe that it's the wrong time.
It says, what's an absolute turnoff?
That's a good question.
For me, I'm about my hustle. So I feel like anybody that I interact with or who I'm going to date or anything like that, if you're not about your hustle or your anything go-getting, like, that's an automatic turn off for me.
You gotta have some ambition.
Mhm.
You gotta
Because
work with ambition.
if I'm going to go
You
hard,
try
I'm
to
going to
do
expect
something.
for you to go just as
Yeah,
hard.
that's why I was saying one of the goals is like getting money together. That
Right.
they gotta
Some
have the
people
same
don't have
hustle.
it.
as you.
Right.
If not the same, because I know how hard I go, so you might go even harder. So if you come in, you might teach me something different.
Yeah.
So, or it can be the one that I can have the upper hand, and I'm gonna teach you something different. But at the end of the day, I want you to at least go as hard as I am, or even harder.
That's a good one.
Y'all just stop trying to play my boy.
And then you be like,
Man. Can a man accept the same hurt he puts a woman through?
Mm.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
That's a deep one for women right there.
Deep.
That's deep.
It hit different.
Yeah.
But why though?
I don't know.
I feel like now
when it comes to that, I feel like women is definitely stronger than this. When it comes to that.
But that just goes to how people say like men can cheat with no emotions.
That's why I like being single, man.
You don't have to have them problems.
This is gonna be our last round.
What's your take on a woman asking the man on a date? I think it's attractive. Yeah.
So you like aggressive women?
I do. Not too aggressive though.
I don't think anybody likes somebody too
I
aggressive
want
because then you
somebody
make me
opposite.
feel like less of a man.
Not too aggressive, but you're not afraid to speak your mind. Or
I feel like
So,
assertive.
right?
Yeah,
Assertive,
assertive.
right.
More assertive than aggressive.
Let's see. What's your favorite thing about the opposite sex? The D.
Right.
I just like men's presence. They just bring a certain type of vibe.
That's a good way to say
It is. I do. It's just they're not so emotional. They make you feel like safe. Well, you know, a good. And I just like a man's presence. That's my favorite part. And I like a man that smell good. Just like I'm here for all the cologne.
Yeah, that's a good one. Why do you think you're single?
I didn't get that one. I'm like, KK, you up? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I think I'm single because I have more healing to do.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's a good
And I don't
answer.
want to put my past traumas on anyone else, as I don't want them to do that to me.
Right.
Question: past traumas in a relationship or life?
Both, because those were life experiences as well in my relationships.
Gotcha.
So all of that combined, I feel like that's why I'm single. I realized that I needed to put more time into myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so to me, I'm gonna spin it around a little bit.
That was a good answer because I normally hate when people ask me, why are you single? Because I feel like if I had the answer, I just wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to be the chaser or chaser?
Chaser. We already answered that for you.
I'm an Aries, and any Aries that's out here, no.
Look at you.
Like,
You say you zodiac sign.
we like, I said it don't matter. Sometimes in the back of your mind, you be like, oh, you are a Gemini. I understand. But I'm an Aries. At the end of the day, an Aries like a challenge, but sometimes we do like to be chased.
But I feel like you're a very aggressive person. I feel like if you were chased, you would be turned off. Because you feel like they're doing too much.
You're biased because you know me. But honestly, like, we get a little tired. Like, I want somebody to be like, kind of, it might, I'm be honest, it gets annoying.
You like a
I might be like, fall back, like, give me a second to think about the situation, but sometimes I like to, like, I'm not going to say sometimes, but I'm going to say every once in a blue, you might want somebody to be like, damn, run after me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I know what I bring to the table, so come on,
But
chase me a little bit.
But initially, would you want them to chase you?
No.
No, I feel like you like the control of that. So I don't think you would like a chaser. You don't want to be chased. So just go ahead and say it. I'll wait for you to say it.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Because this is going to the world. I don't like to challenge that much now. Because at the end of the day,
you don't want to be chased.
At the end of the day, I might be like, you doing too much. I got to go.
You do not want to be chased.
Right.
This your last one, KK.
I feel like at this point we having fun.
Oh, you want to finish? We can
Let's
finish.
go.
All right, let's do it.
There's only a few more questions.
Yeah,
It's
let's
just
do
KK
it.
that get nervous every time.
You're not nervous no more.
You good, KK.
You already got
One
one.
swap up, man. That's it. No, KK, that was only
What did it say?
that was breaking the
They gonna
rules.
answer it for you.
It says, what do you think is needed in order to have a successful relationship?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right, KK. What's the answer? We trust
Go back to
you.
the first one I said. Being honest and having loyalty.
That's the foundation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the main thing.
Look, you can't
Loyalty, right? Loyalty though is very hard.
But I'm gonna throw something at y'all. What do y'all consider loyalty?
Very good question.
Because
I
I feel like
that is a good
every
question.
different generation sees it differently.
So don't say yours yet.
Me
I'm not gonna say
personally,
Okay,
mine.
I
okay.
just think it's reciprocating energy. Like, period. Whatever
Okay,
I
so-
give to you, I expect that.
Okay.
I feel
I'm
like-
giving the energy you give me.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
I feel like loyalty to me is you are respectful of me and my feelings wherever, if I'm present or not present. To me, that's loyal.
That's what loyalty is to me. Your alliance.
Right.
Do what you do when I'm not around and without me. That's what's gonna tell what's loyal or not.
Right.
That's what
To me, I feel like loyalty is somebody that's gonna rock with you to the end. So no matter what you go through, I'm always gonna see you at favor. So no matter what I do or what I do, I'm gonna make sure that you still at favor is gonna be benefit for it. So whether it's you in a relationship with somebody and you cheating, at the end of the day, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not gonna say this on social media, but I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. Like at the end of the day, I have you at heart. So loyalty is like I'm riding with you, I'm for you. So no matter what, through thick and thin,
So in
I'm
all
gonna
talks,
make
I'm
sure.
supposed to just take it.
I respect the
Because
ride
at
or
the end
die mentality, but no.
Yes.
People don't hate you.
Because
You right.
no, because
You right,
I'm
though.
over here riding, you doing whatever you want to do,
Right.
and I'm supposed to be
Just
loyal to
take
you
it.
for what?
But again, that goes back to expectations and your intentions from the beginning.
Very
So
true.
it's what that you accomplished from the beginning. Loyalty at the end of the day is supposed to mean that at the end of the day you riding for the team. So no
But
matter
if you're not
what,
riding for the team,
but
then
it's-
why do I have to?
but at the end of the day, like I said, it depends on what you said from the beginning. So if you do
Yeah.
not
And
set
it
that from the
become-
beginning,
Yeah.
and we have an open relationship, at the end of the day, loyalty again to me means at the end of the day I'm still gonna have you at best at heart. So no matter what I do, I'm not gonna hurt you or come back and do something that's going to affect you. That's what I feel like loyalty is. No matter what situation that you do, you're gonna make sure that at the end of the day it doesn't affect you.
Right. Okay.
I can respect how you clean that up.
Yeah.
I'm cheating and I'm
But
riding.
I'm just saying it depends on like whatever you like. Again, it goes back to like we've been saying the whole time. Whatever your intentions is, whatever the communication is, whether it's a title, no title, y'all sat down, y'all had a relationship, or y'all sat down, y'all had a conversation of what it's supposed to be. So if I'm doing something or whatever, it's whatever the strings or we made the rules to what we're doing. It's a loyalty to me means that at the end of the day, no matter what I do, it's not going to affect you.
I think with that too, it
Loyalty
has to
means
be
that I'm
clear
riding with you.
what standards, boundaries, and expectations
Exactly.
are.
Right.
Yes, very.
Because
And that
the
goes back
stand-
to communication.
Right.
Right.
Communication. Yeah.
I used to say, well, every relationship you should have like a weekly sit down to say what's bothering you, what's bothering me, like where are we at.
Communication is
But
definitely.
communication, if somebody, you can ask for communication, but if you don't comprehend what I'm saying, communication means nothing.
That's a
But
big
that
thing,
that
yes.
means that
That's a
you're
big
talking
thing.
to the wrong person.
You're right.
Exactly.
But I can talk to you and I can tell you what I'm telling you, and you can tell me 1,000 times I understand. Somebody might say I understand and they might switch up, but then people go back into being comfortable and being who they were.
Right. But then that's up to you, though.
That.
If you know, if I'm saying, oh, I understand, but I'm not changing nothing, that's up to you now. That's your responsibility to say, this is not cool. Because now I'm being disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
Without even saying it, I'm being disrespectful.
Of course.
Well, that's shot o'clock time, guys. All right, y'all. What we cheering to?
New year, new memories.
Self-love.
Good dates.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Goals.
Yup, facts.
Self-sufficiency.
Possible new love.
Yes.
There we go.
Alright, y'all. So, y'all can please let the people know where they can find you. Anything you got going on that's coming up or going on right now, you can let us know. We're going to start with you, KK.
I got a new single out called Chosen One.
Ooh!
Stream it. It's on Apple Music, Testimony K. I got an EP coming called Introduce Me to the Game.
I like that title. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You have your Instagram, all that, Facebook.
He said
Yeah.
Testimony K.
Okay, that's on everything.
Yep.
All right, holla at him, get to him, stream him up.
ASAP.
I ain't got nothing going on.
She working.
I'm working out here. Okay, I'm doing
Waiting for
things.
my stimmy.
But you can holla at me on Instagram at Alexi_Jack.
Hey. Any potentials?
Okay,
I'm
single.
I'm screening for everybody. Okay.
I'm out here.
Wait, we're gonna talk about her type later.
Okay, I'm Britt. My Instagram is Britt.bags. Right now I'm a notary public for the state of New Jersey. So yeah, you need some documents, some legal documents notarized. You know, hit me
I
up.
didn't know we was gonna go down there. I could have threw out my accomplishments.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like it. Dang, I
You lost the turn.
Nah, go ahead.
So yeah, that's what's going on. You know.
And I'm definitely screening for her. Okay.
I'm up. This is like my 5th time. Shout Cardi Smooth. If y'all don't follow me by now, y'all fake as hell.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Facts.
I got a project coming titled Mixed Emotions. I'm hoping the end of February, but I'm not gonna throw a date out there yet.
Don't keep us waiting.
Right. Please.
I'm not. I know
Because
the
then you
streets
say this the first episode. Yeah.
As far as what I'm working on, I do have a musical project coming called Mixed Emotions. It should be here either late August or early September, so I'm excited. I had to make some tweaks.
All right. Well, thank y'all for being here. I am wishing and
Thanks
praying
for
y'all
having
the
us.
best dating life and life outside of dating. I hope y'all accomplish everything that y'all want to. All right. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Let's Be Honest. Today was a good one for me. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for any updates or show news. And fingers crossed, I'll see you next time. Bye.
What's your type? Damn.
And Facebook, check the box below to see the names. That was extra.
It says, do you think everybody should go through a whole phase in their life? This is what comes to me. Right. I'm going to say, yeah. Honestly, when you're younger, I feel like that's your chance of where you get to experience, so you don't know what it is.
Before, but
And it's toxic. Every motherfucker preaching nonsense. Not the righty type, it seem like niggas let her pop shit. My friends were pressing me like every